for a second and start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful.
Good morning, world.
Not everything you want.
Let me pause my video.
Everything you already have. Because what you have is...
All right. Good morning, world. Welcome to my morning mental prep on this Thursday, Friday Eve, June 29th. Let me get my happy sticker on. This is a must, non-negotiable, all the time, every day, no matter what. I'm going to put it back here, though, today. How's everyone doing this week? Good, I hope. Ready for the weekend? I'm always ready for the weekend, but different than different than before in my life. Because before in my life, I would always be ready for the weekend because I was tired of working. I was tired of the job. I was just miserable. For lots of different reasons, but the work I did throughout my life, it was work to get a paycheck. I love what I do now at my day job, but I don't. So it's not about not liking what I do or being overwhelmed with work all the time or stressed with work. It's not about that. I love what I do. It's great, but I am still tied to that location every day for 8 to 9 hours, 10 hours a day. So I gotta break that. So that's what I'm working on in my life. But ready for the weekend because of the time freedom. I said all that to say ready for the weekend for the time freedom that I have. Going to play with the horses at Horse and Around, and what else am I doing this weekend? I thought there was something else. Work. I always work. I'm always working. But anyway, enough about that. On to what we're here for, to get our minds right for the day. Win the morning, win the day. Some things to think about, maybe to change some perspective, to turn some light bulbs on, just to help in any way shine some light in something dark you may be sitting in. So that's what it's done for me for the last almost 6 years. So make mistakes. I love these because one of the things that I would love for everyone to take from me is to disconnect, to separate the negative emotion with failure or fear, even mistakes, these are inevitable. These are going to happen no matter what you do. It means you're doing something. It means you're trying. The only way to do something and to get better at it is to keep doing it, and you only learn through mistakes. I don't want to say you only learn through mistakes, but stop being afraid of that because it's holding you back. You are human. You will make mistakes. Hopefully, you'll make a whole lot of them because that means you are trying. And trying means you are fully alive. Boy, is that a feeling to be had. Wow, yeah. It also makes life a hell of a lot more interesting. Oh, isn't that the truth? Come on now. Who wants boring? Who wants boring? Sometimes maybe. And when the boring is cool, it's not boring. It's just, it's okay with doing nothing. All right. I think I'm going to go back to... No, we're good. We're on the right track. Over to the law of attraction. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. That list that I talked about, that I have going, of the one thing I wish you would learn from me, the one thing, if you took anything from me, it would be this. Well, for me, this has turned into a list of things. One of those things is to stop being afraid of making mistakes. Stop being afraid of failure. Stop letting that rule your life. Stop letting that decide for you what you're going to do and not do. Chances are, if there's something that's bringing that kind of fear up, you should fucking run head first into it. That's kind of where I'm at in my life. I've kind of always been that way. but not in every aspect of my life, I've noticed. So, but I'm definitely all about facing fear, because fear, I can face everything and rise because I understand that fear is false evidence appearing as real. Like, what? Okay. Let me read the law of attraction. Subtle energies influence healing, right? The little things matter, right? Aura healing, chakra healing, Reiki, quantum touch, and no-touch healing are all examples of alternative medicine / belief systems that suggest the vital energy of the body, whether called prana, chi, ki, or life force, can be manipulated. I don't like that word, but if you understand what they're saying, all of these healings are examples of alternative medicine or belief systems that suggest the vital energy of the body can be manipulated. You can control it. That's better. Skeptics classify such healings as faith healing and say if it works at all is because of the thoughts of the patient, the placebo effect, that is. I mean, so? That just to me proves that you're doing it yourself. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. The patient believes something is being done to help him feel better. He hopes he will, and subsequently, he does. Some might say that the placebo effect causes changes in the patient's neurochemistry, parentheses, due to his positive thinking that he would be healed, end parentheses. That might in part explain the healing he subsequently received. My question about this is, I guess there's no denying that it's happening, right? There's no argument in that whether or not the person is being healed by any of this stuff, whether it's these healing alternative medicines or belief systems, or if it's the placebo effect, which is the person's thought. It's not the placebo effect implies that nothing has happened. I mean, nothing outside of themselves, I guess. I should look that up to be sure. Because to me, I gotta be mindful of my time. My question, I guess, in this is, okay, we're not denying it, so why aren't we using it more? We're not denying that it's working, right? Right? You can see countless stories of where these things are working for people around the globe. Dr. Joe Dispenza comes to mind for me. If you've been with me long enough, you know I say him all the time. Don't take my word for it. Go look him up. People are healing themselves through an intense meditation practice from everything all the way up to and including terminal illness. Tens of thousands, like there's decades of evidence. This is not anecdotal evidence. And even if it is, when you get so many of them, when you get so many stories together and they're so similar and it's a positive change, why aren't you just a little bit curious about if that could work for you? Like, why? You're quick to say, oh, it's just anecdotal, so that doesn't, I mean, but you have so many of them. Doesn't that, I mean, what if? So the same, I mean, it goes, this placebo effect, these alternative, what if? When I talk about Dr. Joe Dispenza, I have 50 seconds left, so I'm going to say this and I'm going to wrap it up. When I talk about Dr. Joe Dispenza, I use him a lot, one, because I've studied him. I've read 2 of his books, or listened to, partially read and listened to 2 of his books. I don't know how you want to classify that. I think reading is different than listening, but I've also been able to complete 29 books in a year through Audible. So, you know, but because he's a doctor, he has decades of hard evidence, medical evidence, doctors going in, pictures, all the things that you do when you're sick and you go in and you get pictures and blood work and all this stuff done. There is evidence through his work, probably others too, but through his work of people healing themselves through an intense meditation practice, all of those things, up to and including terminal illness. So it's not anecdotal. If you want to wash away anecdotal stuff because it's anecdotal, fine. I mean, I still think you should say what if when you get so many what if, this could work. Why aren't we doing it more? Why are we pushing it away just because it's anecdotal? But now there's hard evidence. So go check it out for yourself. I'm going to go do the rest of my morning mental prep, which includes my affirmation statements, my gratitudes, and a 10-minute, 20-minute writing session now at this point. 2-part writing session. I encourage you to do the same thing. Get a miracle morning together. Doesn't have to be mine. Get your own. A great place to start is with 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes. Find 5 things that you're grateful for that happened in the last 24 hours. I am so grateful that my husband takes care of the yard and the garden because I work a lot. I do garden on the weekends some, and I'm trying to do more and more. I'm going to do a little bit I do little things mostly in my office, but I've done some stuff in the yard as well. He's watering everything in the morning since it's so hot. In the afternoon right now, heat index is crazy, right? But I'm going to go. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful that he's taking care of the yard like he is. It makes me feel so good about being able to go out there and do what I can. And I'm working toward a place where I have the time opportunity to do that every day. I want to put the work in on my land, right? And other things. So anyway, I'm going to go finish my morning mental prep. That's what I'm grateful for. I'd love to know what you're grateful for. Let me know in the comments. And I will see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel at 6:40 a.m. now. I'm loving the new slot. Loving the new slot. So we'll see where it goes. And as always, peace.